most recurring questions in the lesson and social session, or in the session where you're asked to choose the best action to complete the sentence, is on tenses. In this video, I'm going to talk about present perfect tense and the present perfect continuous tense. And as always, we're going to be answering questions from WASSCE and JAMB past questions. So stay tuned to the end of the video, watch the video attentively, and please click on the like button. It helps me to decide the kind of videos I should create for you guys on this channel. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Dima Tutorials, and Dima Tutorials, as you already know, is an educational channel on YouTube that is dedicated to helping students pass their exams in good grades. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be talking about present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense, and we're going to be asking questions on these tenses from JAMB and WASSCE past questions. So stay tuned to the end of the video and do not forget to share it to your friends. Now let's get started. The present perfect tense is used in talking about an action that happened in an unspecified time in the past. An action that happened in an unspecified time in the past. It's not talking about an action that happened in the past, but when it happened, it's not considered relevant to the conversation. But the action itself is relevant to the present conversation, but not the time that it happened. For example, they have seen the principal. They have seen the principal. Now, the action happened in the past, in an unknown time in the past. In this sentence, not specify the time they saw the principal, but they saw the principal in the past. In an unknown time in the past, in an unspecified time in the past. I don't give the information of when the principal was seen, but I gave the information that they have seen the principal, because it's important for me to tell you that they have seen the principal in our conversation. And for me to tell you that they have seen the principal means that we are saying something, we are discussing something that warrants me to give you such information. So the action of seeing the principal is relevant to the present conversation, but the time they saw the principal is not relevant to the conversation and is not specified in the sentence. So that is one way of using the present perfect tense. Present perfect tense to talk about something that happened in an unknown time in the past, in an unspecified time in the past. The present perfect tense is also used in talking about an action or a state that started in the past and continues to the present. An action or a state that started in the past and continues to the present. For example, she has been sick since yesterday. It talks about a state that started in the past and continues to the present. A state that started in the past and continues to the present. The state of being sick started in the past and it continues to the present, to the time that I am talking about it. Now, if I say I've taught English for the past 5 years, it shows that I started the action of teaching English in the past 5 years ago, and I'm still teaching English till the present time. So most times when the present perfect tense is used in describing an action that started in the past and continues to the present, it usually goes with since or for. So that's another word of identifying a sentence that is in the present perfect tense. For example, I have taught English for the past 5 years. In this sentence, we have for. She has been sick since yesterday. In this sentence, we have since. This is an important tip for you to identify sentences in the present perfect tense. I hope you understand. Now, this is how to construct a sentence in the present perfect tense. A sentence in the present perfect tense will include the subject plus have or has plus the past participle of the main verb. A sentence in the present perfect tense will have the subject. I hope you know what a subject is. The initiator of the action in the sentence, or the person or the thing that the sentence is talking about. The subject plus have or has plus the past participle of the main verb. That's the structure of a sentence in the present perfect tense. In our example, I have taught English for the past 5 years. The subject is I plus have plus the past participle of the verb teach, which is taught. He has understood the lesson. He has understood the lesson. Now the subject is he plus has plus the past participle of the verb understand, which is understood. So the present perfect tense is constructed using the subject plus has or have plus the past participle of the main verb. Now let's answer a question from the past questions. WASSCE 2016 past questions. We have question 44. She claims that someone jumped over the fence. Now this sentence does it talk about something that happened at an unspecified time in the past? Yes, it talks about something that happened in an unknown time, in an unspecified time in the past. Now, in this sentence, the time that the action of jumping took place is not known. It happened in an unspecified time in the past. Now, which of the options gives us the correct construction of a present perfect tense? Now, option A, saying, is not correct because we don't have in this option and we don't have the past participle of the main verb. Option B, we have to have seen, and this is the correct answer. She claims to have seen someone jump over the fence. This option includes have plus the past participle of the verb see, which is seen. So this is the correct answer. Option C is not the correct answer. Having seen. Having seen is not the correct answer because in constructing a present perfect tense, what we use is have and not having. Now, option D, be seen, is obviously not the correct answer. You already know the reason. So option B is the correct answer because this is the only option that includes have plus the past participle of the main verb. Now, let's look at another tense. Present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. Now, present perfect continuous tense is used in expressing an action that started in the past and is still happening right now. An action that started in the past and still continues till the moment. Now, the difference between this tense and present perfect tense that is used in describing an action that started in the past and continues to the present is in the construction. Now, to construct a present perfect continuous tense, you have to use the subject plus have or has plus been plus the ing form of the main verb. Subject plus have or has plus been plus the ing form of the main verb. That's how to construct a present perfect continuous tense, unlike present perfect tense. Now, like I said, present perfect continuous tense is used in describing an action that started in the past and is still happening right now. It's also used in describing an action that has recently been concluded. It's used in describing an action that has recently been concluded. Now let's look at some examples. I've been waiting for the past 1 hour. I've been waiting for the past 1 hour. Now this sentence, what does it talk about? It talks about something that started in the past and still continues to the moment. If I say I've been waiting for the past 1 hour, it shows that I started waiting in the past and presently I am still waiting. Now the difference between this tense and present perfect tense that talks about an action that started in the past and continues to the present is in the construction. Now in this sentence, I've been waiting for the past 1 hour. I've been waiting for the past 1 hour. We have the subject I plus have plus been plus the ing form of the main verb, which is waiting. Now you can change this sentence to present perfect tense. If I say I have waited for the past 1 hour, the sentence is now in the present perfect tense. I is the subject plus have plus the past participle form of the verb wait, which is waited. I have waited for the past 1 hour. Present perfect tense. I have been waiting for the past 1 hour. Present perfect continuous tense. Now, like I said, present perfect continuous tense is also used in describing an action that has just been recently concluded, an action that has just been recently stopped. For example, I'm thirsty because I've been talking. Now, the second part of the sentence, I've been talking, is where we have the present perfect continuous tense that talks about an action that had just been recently concluded or an action that had just been recently stopped. I have been talking and is in the present perfect continuous tense. I is the subject, have plus been plus the ing form of talk, which is talking, or the present participle form of talk, which is talking. I hope you understand now. You understand the difference between present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. You understand how to use and construct sentences in the present perfect tense and in the present perfect continuous tense. Now, let's answer questions from past questions. You're going to start with JAMB past questions. JAMB 2018 past questions. Mrs. Okoro dash in this school since 1975. Mrs. Okoro dash in this school since 1975. Now we have option A, taught, B, has been teaching, C, was teaching, and D, is teaching. So which one is the correct answer? First of all, what does this sentence talk about? It talks about something that started in the past and continues to the present. It talks about something that started in the past and continues to the present. And you know how to construct a sentence that started in the past and continues to the present. You can construct it as a present perfect tense or a present perfect continuous tense. You already know when you have an action that started in the past and continues to the present. Now, if the sentence were in the present perfect tense, the structure will be the subject plus have or has plus the past participle of the main verb. So what I've had if this sentence were in the present perfect tense is Mrs. Okoro has taught in this school since 1975. So we'll have looked for an option that has taught. Now option A does not have it, B does not have it, C does not have it, and D does not have it. Now let's look at this sentence as a sentence in the present perfect continuous tense. So it should have Mrs. Okoro plus has plus been plus the ing form of the main verb. And the ing form of the main verb in this sentence is teaching. So we're going to choose the option that has been teaching. Has been teaching. And that option is option B. Mrs. Okoro has been teaching in this school since 1975. So this sentence is in the present perfect continuous tense. I hope you're following. Now let's look at another question from 2018 past questions. WASSCE 2018 past questions. My brother dash in Lagos for the past 10 years. My brother dash in Lagos for the past 10 years. Now option A is living, B lived, C have lived, and D has been living. Now this sentence, what does it talk about? Does it talk about something that started in the past and continues to the present? Yes, it talks about something that started in the past and continues to the present. Now let's look at this sentence. Is it in the present perfect tense or in the present perfect continuous tense? If it were in the present perfect tense, the structure would be my brother plus has plus the past participle of the main verb live, which is lived. So what we would have had is my brother has lived in Lagos for the past 10 years. Now let's look at the options and see if there's anyone that has lived. Option A is living, is not correct. B lived is not correct. Have lived is not correct. When you are referring to a third person and the person is singular or one thing, you use has. You use a singular verb. And in this case, it is has. So you say has and not have. So this is not the correct answer. Option D has been living. So you've ascertained that this sentence is not in the present perfect tense. Now let's check if it's in the present perfect continuous tense. Now, present perfect continuous tense has to have the subject plus has or have plus been plus the ing form of the main verb, right? Now, which of the options allows this? Option D has been living. My brother is the subject plus has plus been plus the ing form of the verb live, which is living. So the correct sentence is my brother has been living in Lagos for the past 10 years. For the past 10 years has been living. Present perfect continuous tense. So that is it. That is about present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. I hope you understood the lesson. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed already. Click on the like button and share the video to your friends. Thank you very much for watching and see you very soon in another video. Bye for now.